All right, we're going live.
Oh, fuck, dude. I should have posted it and titled it Tune into Hockeytown University. Why the fuck? I just now thought of that. God damn it.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream of Hockeytown University. It is draft lottery night. What is up, everyone? Let's go.
Everyone had to see me in like the flesh right now. It's kind of weird.
In
I
the
don't have as
flesh.
much makeup as usual. As I'm still over here trying to explain to my girlfriend how to find us on YouTube.
What do you mean? Hockeytown University podcast.
Dude, I just told her to look at Facebook. I'm like,
It's
come on.
literally the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, for those of you joining us, tell a friend that Hockeytown University podcast is live on YouTube tonight for the draft lottery that is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we started a little bit early. We weren't sure exactly how the stream was going to go, so here it is. Honestly, it's pretty weird. Never thought we would be here, boys. Pretty good feeling. I like it a lot. Expectations for tonight, boys. What are the expectations?
Oh.
Hard for Bedard or silly for Fantilli?
I'm going to tell you a prediction that I know 100% is going to come correct, Zach. Are you ready for this? I think whatever team drafts Connor Bedard, he will at one point in the season be wearing a white jersey. That is all that I know. I don't know what team is going to be on the front of that jersey. I just know he will be wearing a white jersey, maybe like something 40 times a year. That's what I know.
God bless your soul, Leslie.
That is
Jesus, man.
That is the only assurance I can give you guys tonight. The rest is just up to Gary Bettman and the NHL hockey gods. That's it.
Do you guys, I have a quick question for you guys. Do you guys believe that the lottery is predetermined and the lottery night is just for show?
Yes. Why would you even ask that question on live YouTube, whatever this is? Yes, we already know it is. And
So-
they know what our pod is, and they know they're giving us number one this year, just from what I sent you guys earlier. Negative
Damn
one,
right.
-2, -3, -2, -3. We're going +9 this year, baby. Let's go.
-3? Jesus. Okay. I didn't know that was possible, but they must hate us that much.
Well, that's what happened in the last couple drafts. We went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that? That was like, what was that, 2019 or 2020 when they went down to 4 and got Raymond? That's what he's talking about there.
I thought he meant for this upcoming draft on Tankathon or something. I was like, okay,
It
wow, they
literally-
must hate us.
It literally isn't possible, but I could see Bettman pulling some strings to make it happen, just like to give us an extra middle finger.
Like we said earlier, we will take being screwed over on every draft for the next 10 years. As long as we get number one this year, I'm okay with that.
God.
Can you even get screwed on the next drafts if you get Connor Bedard? You're not even going to be a lottery team at that point. God forbid,
Exactly.
like you get injuries with all your good players. I mean, honestly, if we did somehow get Connor Bedard, you know what? I'm just going to stop myself right there before I actually say it. I was going to put bad juju on some really good Red Wings players. If we did get Connor Bedard, he was going to be one of them, and I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it. So yeah, welcome everyone. We appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys could, make sure you're hitting that like button. I also want to see you guys talking it up in the chat. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome. Yeah.
By the way, Zach is the only one who can see this stuff, so I'm just gonna get excited when he gets excited. I'm gonna be like his dog, and whenever he gets happy, his dog perks its ears up. That's gonna be me tonight.
I mean, honestly, that's all of us here. I'm looking at a recording screen, 2 drinks, and a ring light that's blinding my eyeballs. So, Zach, make us happy with some, great impressions over there.
Yeah, I'm trying. We got someone saying the Wings lottery results are 2017, they went down 2. 2018, they went down 1. 2019, down 2. 2020, down 3. And 2022.
Keep going.
So we've gotten better. It's gotten a little bit better.
I had the first 3 right. That's all I cared about. 3 for 5.
God, that is just so sad that the best outcome over that stretch of whatever it is, 7 years, is just staying put. That's literally the best thing that happened to them. So I guess we can hope for that for this stream, and then if they move up, that's fantastic. And if not, whatever, we stayed put. That's a win for me.
Yeah, I think, like I said in previous episodes, I said that I would be all right with staying put. Obviously, fantastic if we move up to first or second. But I'm really, really disappointed if we fall back to 11th. I think I would be okay with 10th. Maybe Yzerman has a plan to move up somehow. Who knows? I would like it. I like the end, especially the Red Wings. I think Yzerman can get a little boring sometimes. Nonetheless, he's a great GM, though. I love.
To be completely honest,
go Matt.
If we can't win this lottery, I'm just rooting for maximum chaos. I want to see Chicago go down to 5. I want to see Anaheim go down to 3. If it's not going to be us, screw it. St. Louis jumps up to number 1. Washington goes up to number 2. That would just be absolutely insane. I would personally hate it because Washington is just like, oh no, we missed the playoffs once in the last 15 years while we've had Ovi. Guess we have to rebuild. Oh, never mind. Here's Adam Fantilli. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you later on the Cup run. I would cry my eyes out.
See, I don't think a team that's won a cup in the last 10 years should be able to get a draft lottery pick.
Nope.
That if you've won a draft lottery pick in the last 5 years, you shouldn't be getting another one. I'm sorry. Like it.
I mean,
let someone else have a chance for once, please,
buddy. You shouldn't, but you can. Guess where we're at in the world? You can definitely get that first round pick right now. If you're the Capitals, you won the cup a couple years ago, but guess what? You're in the running for a first round draft pick now just because you sucked 1 year.
See, the thing about your plan is like, the problem is it makes too much sense, which is why the NHL is never going to do it. They just want to do things the way they've decided to do it for the next foreseeable future, and they don't really care if a team that literally was on top the day before is now on top again after being on the bottom. And honestly, the Edmonton Oilers got 4 first overall picks in the span of like 10 years. Throughout all those years, they were absolutely garbage. So it didn't even really matter. I mean, it didn't really matter until they got McDavid. Like all of those first overall picks, they were just like, okay, this is cool. We just keep winning these. I guess we'll just keep sucking and we'll keep winning the lottery. Sounds good to me. That's kind of what happened to Buffalo too, and New Jersey. So I don't know. I'm not crying tears for them.
I don't think you should.
No.
Oh, and I won't.
That's one team in the league that you probably should hope that they're going to trade to the Red Wings soon, because they need to get rid of some. If they don't win this Cup series, if they don't just win the Cup, and I'm talking about Edmonton here, if anyone was wondering, but if they don't win the Cup, that is some restructuring because you apparently can't rely on that first line. So
Derek, you bring up a good point, and that's something I've actually been wanting to talk about. So you look at teams like Toronto and teams like Edmonton who are very cap tight on minimal players, right? Like I had it written down on a sticky note and I threw it and it was something crazy, like how Toronto had over $45 million tied up to 5 players. And the Oilers had like 53 million tied up to 7 players. You could put 23 players on a roster and at $82.5 million or whatever it is. I don't think that's a recipe to go and win the Cup, even if you do have the best players in the world. If Edmonton gets knocked out, yeah, I think when are they eventually just going to say, okay, I think we have to get rid of one of these 2 guys? And the same thing with Toronto. When are they going to start breaking up all those players? You make it to the second line, you can't even get 1 win. Even if you do, it doesn't even matter. It's so sad.
4 in a row right now to even stay alive. It's just ridiculous what they have to do. So it's basically not possible anymore. That's why they're 2,500 to 0, right? Or 2,500 to 1.
Leslie, your girlfriend wants to let you know how smashing you look tonight.
I know, because she already texted me. but I guess she wanted to let you know too. But you already know because you think I'm the best looking out of all of us. So I already feel the love. I'm also the laggiest out of all of us, and that's really annoying me right now.
End, buddy. I'm sure it looks fine on the other end. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
I sure hope so. It is what it is, I guess.
Got another 20 minutes until the draft lottery begins here, folks. So if you guys can, in the live chat, let me know where you guys think that the Red Wings will ultimately land in the draft lottery. Me, I'm the hopeful here. I'm getting silly for Fantilli because I had when I was napping yesterday, and everyone loves a good Sunday nap. Silly for Fantilli it is for me. What about you boys? Where do you guys ultimately think that the Red Wings land today?
Why would you ever ask that question?
Do you want to hear the honest answer, or do you want to hear the hopeful answer? Because I think you already know what I'm about to say. Here, I'll spell it out for you. I don't know if you can see that. Number 9, baby.
Oh, Jesus. Who are you?
Oh, boo.
Yeah, you boo me. Don't boo me. Boo Gary Bettman.
We do.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy when he comes on screen today, then.
That poor man.
Zach, you already know where I'm at.
Hard for Bedard.
All hail Magic Conch, baby. Bedard, number 1.
What did I do with my
All hail Magic Conch, everyone.
I want to have a seizure, and I want to exit out of this right when we get in the first round draft pick because we don't need to see me anymore. We don't need to see us. Our dreams came true. Podcast over, guys. We're good. Congratulations. We did it.
All bow down.
I know that
Magic Conch.
I know that we've never really explained how or why we say the all hail Magic Conch, but for you that do not know, it comes from a SpongeBob episode where him, Patrick, and Squidward are lost in like a field of like giant kelp and they can't get out. So they use a magic toy conch that's like an 8-ball to try and get out of the reef field. And they did the same thing that we're doing. They just all hailed the magic conch. So we're just hopeful here that here's our prayers at this point. But that's where it comes from. I don't know why. I just love SpongeBob references. I loved that show as a kid. And honestly, me as a person, it makes a lot of sense that I love SpongeBob.
I mean, we only made like 20 references to the magic conch today alone with SpongeBob memes. So
all day, every day. And it's also worth pointing out that in that same episode, the conch really only listens to SpongeBob and Patrick. And when Squidward tries to answer it, it always says no. So just to give you guys some context of the whole way that relates to the NHL, I guess, who would it be? Columbus and Anaheim are going to be SpongeBob and Patrick, and the Red Wings are going to be Squidward. They're never going to listen to us.
Why you got to put that energy out there, buddy?
I don't know why. Because it's the only energy that has been true.
Okay. I am fully ready to get 9, but anything above 9 right now, I may still have a heartbreak. Anything above 9, I won't have a heart attack and freak out and have to end the podcast, but
I might be on the floor, though.
Very excited.
I can make no promises, but I will probably end up on the floor if that happens.
I mean, 5 and above, I don't know what will happen. If we get 8 to 6, I'm like, cheers, everybody. We had a good day.
You guys want to hear something funny?
We have to trade up for that. I do want to hear something funny. I love a good joke.
So after we did our mock recording yesterday, I saw a video on how the Canadians are taking Michkov if he's there at 5, if that's where they fall.
Oh my!
Both the player and the team. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So,
but you know what, Zach? That could also just be a smokescreen too.
He also won't fall to 5, so hard luck with that. Man.
There's also that, like they may not even get the chance to pick him. So
he's at that point in his house in Russia right now, thinking how irrelevant that statement was.
Yeah, exactly. He's sitting there like, this is number 1 bullshit. I'm not going number 5.
I don't know. I mean,
that's
it just I don't know. It just really all comes down to like, does he fit the mold that they really need? And like I said, I think that they either go center or they go right-handed defenseman. I don't think that they need any more wingers. And they also have Cole Caulfield, Slavkovsky. I don't know too much about the Montreal Canadiens. We're a Red Wings podcast.
Yeah, well, the other like prospect of note that I know about is Lane Hudson, but I don't know if he's a right or a lefty, but I do know he plays defense now at oh God, where does he play? Is it BU, Zach? There's so many players,
Who?
it's so hard to keep track of. Lane Hudson?
Oh, no.
It's BU, right?
Oh, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to
think it
look
is.
it up real quick, which I can.
I know
Still
that
there.
he was. I know that he played against Western in the Frozen Four, and they absolutely caved Western in. But I don't remember. It could be Boston
Boston
College. It could be
University.
BU. Okay,
It's
there you go.
Boston
I get those
University.
two confused all the time, which is probably why I'm not allowed in Boston. They'll probably fight me on site because I get both those mixed up all the time. That's like getting Michigan State and U of M mixed up. It's a big no-no over there. You'll get a bowl of clam chowder thrown at your face.
Honestly, Leslie, I think you might be the most Boston person out of everybody on this podcast.
Me?
Disregard the fact there's three of us. Yes.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that statement for sure.
I'd rather you come to my house and slap my mother and call me a Boston fan. You take that back right now. I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap.
Leslie, let's be real, okay? Out of the three of us, you definitely fit more of a Boston persona than Derek and I ever will.
Okay, that's totally fine, but I hate every Boston sports team that's ever existed, and also their fans
We
too.
love you.
That's fine. We'll still be friends with you. We're just letting you know that you just fit that persona more so than we do.
I actually would. I'm gonna fight back against that because I kind of feel like if I fit one mold, no, hear me out. I think if I fit one mold as like a sports fan, it's probably a Philly fan. I'm an absolute insane moron when it comes to my sports teams. Like, I don't care what you say. If like you say something bad about the Red Wings and you're like a Blackhawks fan or something, I'm probably flipping a table in the bar.
I mean, Leslie, will it make you feel better if I say you also fit that mold as well?
Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better.
But you also fit that mold for the Boston fan as well. So
I honestly don't know which one is worse, if I'm more like a Philly fan or a Boston fan. I think I don't want to be a Philly fan because they eat horse poop in the streets when their team wins. So I don't think I want to be associated with that.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember that? When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, there was like some video of a guy, like it was like during all the celebrations and the riots in the city, and then like the cops had like the police horses going by, and he just like grabbed a handful of horse poop and just took a little bite out of it. Just started going to town on it. You don't remember that?
What's there to remember when I know for a fact I've never seen that video?
Well, so I don't know what be on the internet more often, dude. What were you not on Twitter back in 2017?
I don't know what the hell you're following to get videos like that, my dude. And yeah, I was on Twitter back then.
Yeah,
I was.
Man,
I only recently got on Twitter.
You really missed out on a good time.
On someone eating shit? No.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's not something you see every day.
Oh,
it's always intriguing. Yeah, we're off the rails right now already.
Yeah, let's stop talking about Leslie's topic here. Let's talk about the Red Wings and let's talk about what happens if the Red Wings do end up getting number one overall. What does having a Connor Bedard do for the Detroit Red Wings going into the 23-24 season? Is he a first-line center right away?
No, we can't get rid of Larkin. He's second-line center all day long.
Okay.
No.
Leslie
For
says
now.
yes.
For now.
Okay, how long until you make him your first-line center?
Probably a year.
Day one.
Depending on what he does.
A year?
Not a chance. I'll give him half a year at most.
Oh,
you got a Larkin up there, and you also have somebody that can support Larkin. It's going to be a different show with, like, if you have Bedard on there, it's going to be a whole different world. Like, I know, like, how good he is right now in the under 18 leagues, WHL and whatnot, but it's one you still have to get acclimated up until the NHL where you're getting destroyed by men who are 10, 15 years older than you that will break your body in half as an 18-year-old too. He has to get a little bit in there. I'm like, most of the time I just send these guys to the AHL real quick and then come up. But obviously Connor Bedard. So I think he needs to fit the mold quicker. But I want to throw him up there in the first line just to get destroyed in his first 2 games.
And you know what I have to say to that, Derek?
Give it to me, Leslie. I want it.
Move over, Larkin. There's a new sheriff in town.
And
his name is Connor Bedard.
Unless he is a Stevie Yzerman.
That's the comparable right there.
Yeah, that's his comparable, Derek, as Stevie Y.
I really hate
think
the fact
that's
that
literally
I found that and I
from-
was like, oh, captain at 19 years old, of course. I forgot about that life.
I'm pretty sure Bob McKenzie literally compared Connor Bedard to Steve Yzerman. And that just made me salivate even more if I wasn't already.
I want number 1 so bad, guys.
Yeah,
It's-
so do
it's all
I.
I want.
Honestly, I would do some pretty gnarly things for number 1 overall this year, at least.
I would give up everything. Like, I don't know what. Just request it, and don't even request it. Just know it's a yes.
Well, we still have 9 minutes until the stream starts, so let's just start listing off all the insane things we would do for number 1 overall, and then take them all back when we actually do win the lottery.
I ain't taking nothing back. I put it out in the universe, and I will accept what the universe gives me right now if they give me number 1.
Sounds
I mean,
good
yeah,
to me.
of course you're gonna accept a number 1. Yeah, but what? All right. So now let's talk about the other way that this could end up. What does it mean for the Red Wings if we end up with pick 11?
We still get a good player.
Means we're gonna cry, and yeah, also still get a good player. I
It's
mean,
a
that's the
great
reality of
draft
this draft,
player.
isn't it?
So comparing pick 11 to 9, how much of a difference do you guys realistically think that there is?
Well, no, I'm not going to say 0. There's definitely a big difference, but I think in terms of talent in this draft, if you're in the top 10, that's a really good spot to be. Even 1 spot out of that, you're still going to get a good player, but it really kind of depends how it shakes out on draft day. I have a lot of faith in Steve Yzerman, though. I think he's going to find a good player no matter where he's picking. I think if he stays at the Islanders pick and wherever we pick here in this draft, he's going to get a good player either way.
I mean, you're not wrong at all. Like, if I would just rank the prospects we have this year, let's go 6 and up, 6 to 1. You got a first line, whatever you choose. There's no going wrong. They're going to be your first line, whoever, right wing, left wing, center, in a matter of 2 years, period. If you go 15 up to 7, at worst, you got a second liner who's going to put at least 60 to 70 points up every year too. And then all the way up to 30, you got worse, maybe 40 points a year, 50 points. How can you even argue with those people that you're getting right now in this draft? This is probably the most loaded draft we will ever see in the foreseeable future right now.
For quite some time, for sure.
I don't remember when the last time we had a draft like this was.
It was probably
The McDavid and
either
Eichel
the
draft.
Mm-hmm. I would
And
agree
we
with
got-
that.
I keep forgetting those two got drafted the same year.
Yeah. I think Larkin was the draft after, because I think that was the Svechnikov draft that we took. But yeah, that was still a deep one too. Still some really good talent in that. I mean, Timo Meier, I think, went 8th or 9th overall in that draft. A lot of good talent in that draft.
Well,
So, there you go.
Ron, I guess it's only been 8 years. Oh, wait, what has it been 6 years? When was
But
their
if I'm
draft?
being completely honest, I look back to that one and that's the only comparable, but I still feel like this one is going to blow that out of the water. I still feel like this
100%.
one is going to be levels above it, up here.
When you're sitting pretty in the top 20 picks, I think that's a good draft.
Pretty much, yeah.
So let's
And maybe
You're in the top 8 or top 16. You're
maybe
named
not
a
every
new
player
call.
is gonna turn out to be like a top 6 forward or a top 4 D man, but you're probably still going to get an NHLer no matter where you are, depending on what pick it is. I really don't see anyone in this top 20, really even the top 15, that I can confidently say will not be playing in the NHL in the next 5 years, 6 years. I just don't see one that I can really point out and say, yep, that's the guy, that's the bust. I don't think there is one.
Especially after the last 2 months of everybody playing, even with the World Cup.
Yeah,
there's very
that's the thing, guys have just been rising their stock like one after another through all these international tournaments. All the guys like Ryan Leonard was being talked about down in the late teens. Now he's a top 10 pick. So was Gabe Perreault. He could sneak into the top 10 too. A lot of people could argue that he should be a top 10 pick. I mean, in our mock yesterday, I took him at 9 for the Red Wings, and 3 weeks ago, I would have thought that would be an insane thing to do. Now it looks like a pretty good pick. So yeah, definitely a loaded draft. I think when you get outside the top 5, maybe even the top 6, that's where it starts to jumble around a little bit, and anyone could go anywhere. And no matter what the order is, I'm probably going to come away thinking, yeah, that one made sense. I like him there.
Oh, man, everyone's just going to pretty much utilize this draft, unless you're Tampa Bay, who has 0 picks till 2025. But do we really care about them? No.
I certainly don't.
Unless they want to trade us Point, but that's about it.
Tampa Bay is like single-handedly fueling Nashville's rebuild. Like Nashville's going to have a 3-year rebuild only because of Tampa Bay.
I mean, I feel like I couldn't tell you who their GM is, but they did something right over there. He did something right. Then again, Tampa Bay's GM did a lot of things wrong.
Reminded me of when we traded Thomas Tatar to the Vegas Golden Knights. We got a first, a second, and a third for him, I think. And we even overall we got less for it, but Vegas went far that year. They went to the Cup final in their first year as a team. God,
they're forever in my heart, and I still hope they beat Edmonton.
So let's talk about Adam Fantilli. What does that mean for the Red Wings if we get Adam Fantilli? Center, or are we putting him on the wing?
Oh, no shot he doesn't play center in the NHL. That is as pure of a center as you will ever see right there. That guy has such a high motor, and he is such a physical, competitive player. I'd be shocked if he ever plays one. Maybe when he first comes in, he would be a winger, kind of like how Larkin played. But I also think that's just because he was playing with Zetterberg too, which until he could be a winger for Larkin, that'd actually be a good guy to learn from. I really think he's going to stick as a center, though. I'd be shocked if he's playing out his NHL career as a winger.
Yeah, I'm with Leslie on that. I see him replacing Veleno, popping him down the third line pretty quickly. Obviously, we'll see him, I would imagine, on the power play with Larkin out there, and then getting bumped up with Larkin probably at least a third to a quarter of the game, or a quarter to a third of the game. But it really depends on who they're playing, I'd say. It depends on where he's going to be placed at and how he's playing that game. Because obviously we got to see him in one game so far. So, wait, we're talking about a different person. Ignore that.
Who are you talking about?
Mazer.
What?
Don't know why.
My.
Let me
you
tell you,
I so much, dude. How you do this? It blows my mind. I love it though. Keep it up.
I listened to our episode that we did last night this morning, and I still don't understand how you thought you were talking about San Jose when you picked for St. Louis. Like, nobody even said San Jose. I don't know how your brain went to there. I had to, rewind it because I forgot you did that, and I was like, hold up, something doesn't sound right.
They both start with
more
an S.
upset that Zach didn't cut that out, actually. So
I know. I love that he did
it
because that was hilarious.
Yeah, dude. That was hilarious. How could I not? I had to leave that in there.
I can't tell you why I thought I heard San Jose. Maybe it's our terrible internet connection that we all have. But
it could be
maybe I heard the "sa" and "z" at this end, like Lewis. Like got the St. Louis, the "sa" and at the end. I'm really reaching really hard right now, so
we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It's okay. We love you.
You know what? I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt because San in Spanish actually means saint. So maybe you just translated it in your brain and you thought you were talking about San Jose.
I mean, I'm very fluent in Spanish, so it makes sense.
There you go.
You're hardly
he's
fluent
bilingual.
in English. No way you're fluent in Spanish.
He's
You
fluent
don't know
in
my
English.
life.
He's fluent in Google Translator.
All right. It's now officially 8 p.m. The draft will be beginning any moment. And I know while we're streaming, there's a little delay. So our reactions might be delayed for those of you watching. We apologize. I really don't know how to fix that. I tried. So just bear with us as our reactions might be a little delayed. But here's Emily Kaplan doing an interview with Connor Bedard. God. Derek, who's better looking, Jack Hughes or Connor Bedard?
I mean, I want to tell. I'm not even seeing what you're seeing right now, so I'm a little upset. But
That's not a tough one to answer. I'm taking Jack Hughes all day. He's got some dreamy eyes. And now he's got a hockey smile. He just had a tooth knocked out. So now he looks the part.
yeah, that's very true. He does look like a hockey player. If you look like a hockey player, a lot more attractive. Have you seen Brent Burns? Oh my God.
All right.
That's a man right there.
Here we go. Oh, boy.
Bernard. I wonder who's going first in this round. It's so weird.
Zach, you might even be ahead of me, honestly. Because it just started for me.
Well, I'm watching Bedard highlights on ESPN.
Ooh, I'm looking at the draft lottery board now.
Oh, so I'm
I'm
definitely
seeing
ahead
the
of you
balls.
guys then.
Are you watching it like on cable?
I'm watching it on ESPN Plus on my laptop.
I got it on my TV because I'm cool. You guys are nerds.
I'm watching John Buccigross and he's muted, so I have to read his lips.
Ooh, you can't hear my TV, so I don't gotta do that.
John Buccigross kind of looks like if Santa Claus was a personal trainer.
Yeah, what is up with that suit that he's wearing?
I don't know, but I'm not. I think it's pretty nice. He must have got a discount at Men's Warehouse or something.
I can't lie. I can't do the suits with the tennis shoes. I don't know what's up with sports broadcasters lately doing that.
I actually love that move. That's a great look to me.
Guys, it hurts me. I'm like, just wear. You have the full suit on. Don't go casual Fridays on your shoes. Like, just put the dress shoes on. They're not more. Those shoes probably cost more than dress shoes, anyways.
How
I'm gonna be
comfortable
honest,
do you
like-
think that suit is, though, that he's wearing?
It seems
Whatever
pretty
they're
comfortable.
wearing costs more than what I have in my bank account right now.
Probably, yeah. They got a
And
lot of
they
it.
didn't pay for any of it. God, it's up Connor Bedard everywhere right now.
Dude,
So
they're
funny
wearing
how they're
tennis
just
shoes because,
saying,
like,
yeah. Go ahead, Leslie.
they're wearing tennis shoes because all you see is the top half of them. They don't even care what they're wearing on their feet.
I think it's so
Their feet.
funny that
It
like
was
the
the first shot
NHL
of
just
them.
like it's so funny that the NHL just straight up says like, yeah, Connor Bedard finds out who he gets to play with tonight. Like they just like I can't I don't know why.
I mean, when you're almost
That for Adam
Like, it even
Fantilli too,
matters.
like going number 2 overall, because Adam Fantilli is definitely going number 2 overall, right? Right?
oh yeah, but if you're not a 2.5 point per game player like Bedard, who cares?
Yeah, and
I
honestly,
do,
like they
personally,
call it the
but,
Bedard sweepstakes for a reason. Like he's the guy all the way at the top. You know,
Like,
I mean,
no one touches
I guess
them.
Fantilli's gonna
Everybody's
find out
second
too.
Or third, Bedard's on just first on every record book now too. It's like kind of ridiculous.
So does that mean that Fantilli is going to be the next Jack Eichel?
Hell yeah. Well, hopefully not exactly the next Jack Eichel in terms of his career.
Thank you. All right. 5% chance to pick first overall.
I'll take
Let
it.
us know. Let us know in the live chat right now where do you think the Red Wings are landing in the draft lottery. Cross my fingers.
Oh,
I'm going for Adam Fantilli. At least. Let's go.
Well, we're gonna have to wait for the next
Commercial
commercial
break?
break to find out.
Oh my god! Of course,
Gary
This
Bettman's
is-
got to make those bucks, baby. The digital
Well, this
ads aren't
isn't
enough
half-
for him.
What is this? A half an hour event too? Like, how can you drag this out for
Hour.
half an hour?
Probably.
It's an hour, buddy.
Dude, this is the NHL, man. They'll drag it out as much as they possibly can.
I got ESPN Plus on my TV, so it's telling me exactly how long it's supposed to go. It's over an hour long, so we got a lot of commercials to go through. Don't worry, boys.
Yeah, dude, but that just means that like they're gonna do the lottery and then talk about it afterwards. It's probably not gonna come to 9 o'clock and then they're picking.
I was gonna say I can't imagine that they're just gonna wait until closer to 9 o'clock to reveal all the picks. I think that they'll just do an analysis with like a mock draft at the end or something like that. So, which would be cool. I would love to see what maybe not an analysis or analysts, but nonetheless, it would still be cool to see. So,
well, at least I get to watch these commercials with all of you guys. It's great.
Nobody cares about the ESPN analysts. It's all about the Hockeytown University analysts. That's who you really need to listen to.
And what
Yzerman, what are you doing, buddy?
And what do you have to say, Leslie? Tell us right now.
Oh, I think that burgers go really well with French fries. I think that's really the best combination right there. And then maybe if you want to get a drink with it, I think a milkshake is really good, and maybe just a crisp Coca-Cola. And yeah, in terms of the draft lottery, we're definitely gonna have a spot in the lottery for sure. We're gonna be picking at least one player next year, maybe even two, possibly, depending on what we do with that second pick. How's that? Is that good analysis?
Can we fire him?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, he was barely close enough to 730, Zach. I think it's almost grounds now at this point.
I was close enough.
I think you might have to sit out on the next episode, buddy.
Nah, that's okay. I think maybe I'll just be the moderator next time, actually.
I might
take that.
Might forget to send you the email link to hop on.
Well, that would be unfortunate because I just might happen to forget to watch it the next day and give it a like and a comment.
You wouldn't even know how to record off Riverside, even if I gave you the tools to do it.
Maybe I wouldn't do it just to spite you.
I solely rely on these two buffoons to do everything, basically. I just share. So you can see what our podcast capable hands are in right now.
There's none more capable out there.
We literally brought Derek along just to for keepsake purposes.
Yeah.
I'm here for the beauty aspect.
All right.
If you couldn't tell.
Here we go.
My Darth Vader hoodie.
Derek didn't even ask to be on. He just showed up one day and we were like, all right, let's just run with it.
Ping balls are flying.
Just remember, guys, I have to pay.
All right. Get your final guesses. Boy, this is
Oh, wow.
nerve-wracking.
Look at all
Leslie's
those.
been anxious all day.
Look at all those Red Wings first overall picks. Oh, wait, there isn't any? Oh.
Yeah, there's Moritz Seider. There's Lucas Raymond. Dylan Larkin.
I'm not seeing them on here, buddy.
Were they first overall picks? Oh, cool. I love highlight reels of players that we're not drafting right now.
Oh, look, it's all the teams that we hate winning the Stanley Cup. That's really nice. I always love when that's rubbed in my face.
Can we just have taken the fact that almost all these teams aren't even in the playoffs anymore? I think that was the better part of this. I'm like, oh, look at Tampa. Oh, look at Chicago. That's funny to see.
Let's go, Kevin Weeks. Tell us that the Red Wings are picking number 1 overall, buddy. Come on. I will love you forever.
Yeah.
Anyone's going to tell him it's him.
Oh, boy.
I honestly had no nerves up to this point now because now I really want to have a seizure in this chair.
Oh, my God.
Now you know how I felt the entire day. Literally from the moment I woke up, that's how I felt.
I legit, honestly, if we do get first overall, there's a good chance that I honestly might cry.
I'm already starting to well up with tears, to be honest. Like I'm getting like pre-happy. I'm getting pre-cry right now. I'm loading up my tears.
Right there. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, they're already
43 points. Jesus Christ.
How much you want to bet he's doing this recording in Michigan? He's like, yeah, I'm just here because I know I'm going to get drafted by the Detroit Red Wings. So I decided I'd just be in Michigan.
Good in a winged wheel.
What if you just came on screen wearing a Red Wings jersey, just like, yeah, I don't know who's picked me, but the team I'm wearing right now, I want them. So please make it happen, Mr. Bettman.
How many times in the NHL has that ever happened?
This is what happened.
Where a team was going to select a player and the player said, no, I don't want to go to that team.
Yeah, outside of Eric Lindros, I don't know if it's ever happened, to be honest.
I didn't even think it happened.
Yeah, like Eric Lindros might honestly be the only like example of that right there.
Well, I hope Connor Bedard does it too. If the Red Wings don't get the first overall pick.
I would love it. If he gets picked by Arizona, he's just going to be like, yeah, you know what, guys? I did some thinking, and I don't think I want to play in an arena smaller than the one I've been playing in, so I'm going to go ahead and say no to this. 20,000 fans minimum. That's what I want.
We all know Arizona's the feeder team for every other team in the NHL.
That's right, so he'll be a Red Wing in the next 5 years. So even though we lose today, we still win. No, but in reality, if Arizona wins the lottery and they pick him, Austin Matthews is going to get bounced from the second round and get swept and just declare a trade to Arizona the day after.
You want Leon Draisaitl? Here he is. Give me Connor Bedard.
Perfect.
I'll get silly for fans. Jesus, I just want either one of those two. That'll just help us out so much. Oh, 5% chance. I'm looking at it now. 18.5 for Anaheim, 13.5 for Columbus, 11.5 for Chicago. Please just don't let it be Chicago. Please, dear Lord. Or Anaheim.
Do you remember when that was our percentages and we didn't win? That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, honestly, as long as Chicago drops down to like 16th, I'd be very happy.
That won't happen, but I'd laugh my ass off.
Sorry, I lied, guys. I'll take it all back. Pittsburgh can be down at 16th. Chicago will be at 15th because I almost equally hate them, but I think Pittsburgh's hated a little more.
Derek's
you hate Pittsburgh more than you do Chicago?
It's if I could give them both 16th pick, I would.
I'm giving them
both. You guys share
32nd pick.
What?
You guys?
I'm giving them.
You guys
both
do rock paper
scissors.
scissors. Or who you're gonna pick?
You both keep talking at the same time. I don't know what you're saying.
Leslie's on a delay.
You both are to me.
They can both share the 32nd pick. There, I said it. Then Leslie said rock, paper, scissors.
Wow, Bettman didn't even bother showing up.
All right, here we go. Oh,
Watch it be Detroit.
shut up. No, that's not how it works.
Literally does not work that way at all. He's just sitting there like, I don't know what I expected.
Okay.
Calgary picks 16th.
That was so funny. He just sat there like, yep, don't really know what else I could have got there.
I'm happy to be in the 16th. Thank you,
Fred
everybody.
picked 15th.
Chicago.
Oh, a little smile
it's
there.
no, you want
so
Pittsburgh.
Well, Pittsburgh was supposed to be 16. We see that didn't happen.
No, I'd also take 14 for
What
them.
are you talking about? How
Fine with me.
we don't no, Derek, that's not how it works. Stop. There's no for them to get 16th.
Derek has his own rules.
Yeah, have your own draft lottery.
Not their way.
Derek's like 5 moves ahead of us. He knows that they're going to trade with Calgary for the 16th pick.
All right, Buffalo with 13.
Thank God they didn't win another lottery. Jesus
All
Christ,
right.
that would have been terrible.
Okay, you
I would've
guys
thrown my
are like
laptop.
at least 5 seconds ahead of me. I hate this. Can I fast forward? Like,
But seriously, they dragged this out so much.
Arizona. Oh, the Sens.
thanks, Zach. The Sens. Okay, now I'm caught up now.
Okay, it's going well. I forgot that Arizona owned the Suns pick. My bad. I freaked out for no reason.
I think if it went above the top 12, it would have then
Vancouver,
stayed
come on.
Ottawa's pick. There was some sort of rule on it. I don't even know what it was.
Yes, Okay, Vancouver has 11th.
Beautiful.
Zach, you're killing me here, bud.
I'm killing myself right now.
I'm so behind you.
I honestly am too. Not gonna lie, I am too.
Okay. We're not 11 though. We're not 11, guys.
We are
Yes,
not.
okay. We did not move back. St. Louis has 10. We did not move back.
I'll
Oh
count that a
my
win right
God,
now.
this
We can
is
stop the
so-
stream now.
Zach, you're killing me.
I will count that a win.
I just find out. Come on, baby. Come on.
Zach, don't say anything for at least 7 seconds
No!
after you sign.
No!
Damn it,
Yeah.
Zach!
Well, can't say I'm too surprised at that. Well, okay. There you go. So is this order even going to change at all? Wow, this is kind of like not
It can.
that crazy.
It still can.
I mean, yeah,
All
I
right,
definitely
Captain
still can.
Kelly.
Do we
But it's not
really
going to change
care,
that
though?
much. There's not going to be like a really dramatic jump.
Okay, well, here's what I want now. Chicago not to get first or second.
That works for me.
Nor do I want. Oh boy. The Flyers, okay.
This is so boring.
Is this a year
Yeah,
Arizona gets first overall?
No.
Honestly,
Is it?
I'd laugh. I'd really laugh.
Arizona gets sixth.
Wow, this is like actually the most boring result we could have ever had.
It's
They changed.
thought would happen.
They ever since the Red Wings lost out on getting the first overall pick and changed the rules, they made it too hard for the lottery to change, which is fine. Montreal gets fifth.
Okay, then.
But yeah, this is what you get. You get a boring lottery now. So
It's a lottery.
We didn't even need to tune in for this.
fun. Why can't they actually use like the balls they were showing us? They were not using those.
They're not using them because it's rigged. Don't you know that by now?
Well, that's what I kind of thought already at the beginning. of this, But
the Ducks are really about to get Connor Bedard.
Yeah, I guess so.
yes, they are.
Looks that way to me.
That is so dumb, dude.
This isn't even a lottery.
Nope. It's exactly what everyone said it was going to be.
This literally isn't even a lottery. This is the exact same way that the NFL does it.
Oh, Columbus dropped to third. Oh.
Columbus got
Ooh.
moved to third.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Wait, what are you seeing? They haven't showed that yet.
They
Yeah.
haven't, but they said it on the TV. So
Wait,
I
now
think
they're showing
we,
a preview of Oilers. What happens in the
I know,
lottery?
but they just said it on the screen. They said the only thing that happened was Blue Jackets got moved to third. I
Ain't
didn't
no way they
see
just
it.
went to commercial before the top fucking three, dude. Are you serious?
I feel like like I said, they already know what the order is, and they said it too early right there.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, okay. I mean, they still get Leo
Okay.
Carlson or Will Smith.
Jared, check your
let's be
phone.
honest. Why are you messaging me? Can you hear my TV?
Idiot.
It wasn't registering on my thingy, so I didn't think you would hear it.
How do you think I could hear it?
Yeah. I thought everyone
Oh,
wanted to
that's
hear
what
my
was
TV
good.
too.
I swear to God, if Chicago gets Connor Bedard, I am going to throw the biggest fit in the entire world.
Sounds like
Things
we're
are
trading Chicago.
Really setting up beautifully for that to happen. Which honestly, at this point, they could still get Fantilli, and I'd still hate that.
The two teams that I
Not gonna
really
lie.
did not want to get Connor Bedard were the Ducks and the Hawks. And one of them has a chance at him right now, and it hurts my
Dude,
soul.
they are the bottom three teams. Like the odds of one of them getting was probably going to happen. And again, make sure we're all paying attention. If Columbus Blue Jackets have the next pick, we know it's rigged. Too bad we have to listen to a commercial about Sophie
4.2% APY if your credit score is perfect and you have no debt to income. Remember this. Those bullcrap things you see on the screens for APY are lies. Unless you literally have an 850s credit score, have $100,000 a year, and very little but used variable rate income.
So whatever, this like whole system may be better for like the teams that actually tanked and finished at the bottom, but I kind of miss the results where you would just get like randomly the 10th worst team in the league just jump up to number 3. I mean, this isn't even really a lottery, just like one team in the top 3 moves down a little bit. Whoa, that's crazy. No one cares.
No,
This is kind of dumb,
very
honestly.
anticlimactic. Like,
It's so anticlimactic. It's just like, wow, I was really nervous about this all day. This was nothing.
And the fact this is supposed to go on for another 40 minutes and we're already up to the
bottom 3. How are they going to span this one?
Are we about to watch a 40-minute commercial?
Well, we're already like 2 minutes in, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, there's Jack Eichel, second overall 2015. That's what I needed to know. So McDavid went 2015 too. Holy shit, that's been 8 years.
Yeah,
That was
crazy
very
to
nice
think
to point
about,
out.
isn't it?
That really wasn't very nice to point out.
I feel kind of old right now.
I was a sophomore in college. I didn't need to rehash that.
All right, here we go.
Well, do you guys remember when Sidney Crosby got drafted? Because I do, and I don't like
No.
that either.
I don't, because I was a
You're
small
scared,
child
boys.
when it happened. And I don't want to remember it.
The Blue Jackets got 3rd. What the hell, dude? Are you serious?
System is broken. We found out it's all a fucking mock draft. That's it.
You have
Boy,
got
I can't wait to
be
watch
what you
Connor
were.
Bedard at 10:30 p.m. every day.
You have got
Oh,
to
damn
be
it.
kidding me.
That's so
If
stupid.
Chicago gets
The
number
one
one,
team won the lottery that was already in the top 4.
Is that
That's
Anaheim
ridiculous.
cheering? I hope all of you have your spirits broken. Right? No, God,
I'd rather see him go to the Ducks. I'd rather see him go to the Ducks.
I would too, honestly. I would too.
Please be the Ducks.
I totally forgot Pat Verbeek was their GM. He used to be
No!
their assistant GM.
no.
Are you serious?
I hate this. I hate everything. That's a joke. That is a joke right there.
Do you know all those Anaheim people that we just witnessed? They're all crying right now. They're
That's
not
so
cheering.
stupid.
What is this horrific nonsense that we're looking at?
Can they run it again so this is less terrible?
Can we do another sim? Like, click the button one more time, like we do 30 times on our computers?
This was literally like the exact sim where like you go on Tankathon and you do it too many times that it just breaks because you did too many of them. And it just doesn't change the order. That's actually wild. All right, well, good job, guys. Rebuild's over.
Dude, they had 3 first-round draft picks last year. What is happening right now?
What's happening right now is a rebuild. That's what that's called. Which I guess now it's over. Cool.
Ah,
Well, I guess we should have sucked a little more, huh?
Kyle,
Oh my
you
God,
shut up. I don't want to see your face.
Their GM looks like the dude from Parks and Rec. Leslie's husband. Doesn't he look like him?
Oh,
Ben Wyatt.
Icetown, baby. Icetown all over again right now.
That's so funny. He's about to build Icetown in Chicago. And bankrupt
I
the
would
city.
go, and I hate that, but
I'd honestly go too. Okay, I mean, like, this definitely sucks, but it's not, like, insane. Like, this was not unexpected at all.
I did not want Chicago going from 3rd to 1st. They just got Connor Bedard for no reason, and they tanked their
Pretty much
own
no reason.
season this year.
But do you
goal is
remember,
to
like-
pass the players in the middle of the offensive zone?
Do you remember, like, late in the season when they kind of had, like, a mini winning streak to close out the season, and all the fans were just like, why the hell did you do that? We had the best odds to win the lottery, and now we're going to get 4th, and they just win the lottery anyways. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
All right, so I'm so
All
upset.
right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close that.
Let's go ahead and talk about. Let's not talk about Chicago. Let's talk about what's the game plan for the Red Wings now that we have the 9th overall pick. And Leslie chose with his pick was Gabe Perreault. Based on how the lottery is now, not much changed. Just Chicago and Columbus swapped spots. Well, actually, all three of those teams swapped spots. But yeah, it does the draft really go any different? Bedard, Fantilli, Will Smith, Mitchkov, or we had Carlson, then Mitchkov.
No, it's going to send the exact same way, obviously, for all these teams. Like, they all need everything, and more so than not, they just need teams to produce for them at this point. And got the Blackhawks, who got the most producing player that we're going to see for the next 10 years. So
they literally drafted Patrick Kane all over again, except this time he's Canadian. I mean, that's genuinely what happened. And you want to know what else you can say? If you're an Anaheim fan right now and you had the best odds whatsoever, you could just say that this is rigged and you have a really good case against that, because it's definitely true that the NHL doesn't want him playing in the West Coast when he's on at 10 or 10:30 every single night. They wanted him in a big original 6 market on the East Coast. And there he is.
Leslie, that doesn't really make any sense because they're in the Central Division, so he's going to be playing mostly later than our time.
But okay, so later than our time, it's still like 8 o'clock for us. That's not that late. Like, you're talking 10:30 versus like 8 or 8:30.
They're still gonna. He still has to play a lot on the West Coast, though. Like, that's just my point that I'm trying to make here too. So it's the same thing. But yeah, you're right. Not every night will be at 10:30. Either way.
Yeah, there you go.
It's cool that it's an original 6 team. Everything that's happened with Chicago in the last few years, I just think, like, I really don't want to talk about Chicago. I want to talk about the Red Wings.
I want to make a joke, but it's going to be in really bad taste.
What's
I'll
the game?
enjoy it.
So the Red Wings are stuck with 9th, and it looks like that they're going to get the 17th pick, thanks to the Florida Panthers basically about to sweep the Toronto Maple Leafs, and thanks to the Islanders losing in the first round.
do you think we can trade those 2 picks to Chicago?
I'm going to stop you right there, because if they trade Bedard for literally anything short of Connor McDavid, their GM is fired that day. That is not going to happen. I don't even want to sit here and try and think about a package to get Connor Bedard, because there's just no package. Like, you can't get him. They're going to pick him, and there's nothing you can really do.
Hey, what about 2 first rounds and a Dylan Larkin?
What do you think it would take?
Okay, well, that's just insane.
What would it take for the Red Wings to trade with
people I just
the
triggered?
Coyotes with their first pick that they have?
So where do they have it? At 6?
It's at 6.
Okay. So
that's Will Smith territory, though.
it is. And that is a little more doable, Zach. I don't think it's worth it, because the gap between whoever is there at 6 and whoever we're going to pick at 9 really isn't that dramatic. So I don't really think they would even need to do that. But just for the sake of you asking that, it's going to take both our first round picks this year, probably one of our seconds this year. They'll want a prospect I don't know. I don't actually think that's. I think if you add like a prospect, that might get it done.
It's okay if you don't know.
No, I'm like thinking out loud of what it might be. I mean, you asked me, so I'm trying to answer it. I think both our first round picks this year get it done. So 9 and 17. I guess you could pick the higher second round pick that you have this year, and let's say you trade Albert Johansson.
I think you're way overdoing it. I think you're overdoing it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I am a little bit. I don't know. I think for sure it would take number 9, though. You start with number 9 and add to that.
I guess it just really depends. How bad do you want Will Smith if that's the player that's left up on the board that you're picking at 6?
Which, honestly, if he's taken and like the best available there is Zach Benson or Dalibor Dvorsky, I'm not really going to think that's worth it. I'm just going to kind of see how that plays out. And honestly, if it's like any of the US guys, like the NTDP guys, if they're picked outside the top 6, you don't really have to move because all 3 of like Gabe Perreault, Ryan Leonard, and Oliver Moore, I'll take whichever one falls to us at number 9. Those are all tremendous players at number 9. Maybe even Dvorsky falls there at number 9. I'll take him. I'll take Shala. I'll take Sandin Pellikka. I mean, all those guys I just mentioned, they're not going to go. Well, some of them might go before that pick, but there'll be at least one of them there. So I think number 9, it's not ideal, but you have talent to pick from there. You really do have a wealth of options.
I mean, I'm not dropping any of our picks for anything above 5th round or 5th pick. So, because I already know we're not going to get Will Smith any later than 5th if whoever's drafting him is smart. So, yeah, not going with Arizona on that one. Hopefully, you guys are making talk to Chicago and, just facilitate something with his magic. Because boring draft. Oh, wow.
So much for getting silly for Fantiller, getting hard for Bedard. But I think that's it for us tonight, folks. Unfortunately, yeah, we did not win the draft. Nonetheless, we're still getting a really good pick on 9th overall. So hopefully those United States national team development program players or someone from a different league. Who knows? And thanks for joining, everyone. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your night for joining us in this very sad moment. Although, like I said, I wouldn't be upset at 9th. I'm not. We didn't fall back 2 spots, but I'm pretty upset that Chicago got the 1st overall pick. Not going to lie, but I'm not going to let that ruin my night. So, once again, thanks for joining us, everyone. Boys, you guys want to close it out one more time with final thoughts?
I am very just indifferent. We didn't go back. We went nowhere forward. The Magic Conch, I won't say failed me yet, because obviously the draft isn't here yet. We don't know where we will end up, so
Could be better. Hopefully, it can't be worse. So I'm just hoping for better.
It's not going to be worse.
I believe in the Yasser plan. I believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie, let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be too upset if you're a Red Wings fan. I mean, most likely outcome happens, and we honestly avoided the worst of it by not going back a spot. So I'm going to count that as a win. I mean, you guys just heard my whole spiel on all the guys that could be there at number 9. You saw our mock drafts. We have good options at number 9. I'm really not going to be upset at all that we're picking at 9. I mean, this is not going to be like previous years where we pick, as much as I love the guy, we're not picking Michael Rasmussen at number 9 this year. We're picking a really good player at number 9, no matter who it's going to be. Yeah, and in terms of Chicago winning the lottery, just disregarding everything that happened there, we all know their history, so we don't need to bring that up anymore. It just really irritates me that the first year they tear everything down and go for a rebuild, they win number 1 overall. And how long have the Red Wings been rebuilding? The past 7 years? 8 years? When they were the worst team in the league, they dropped down 3 spots? Are you kidding me right now? That's what really pisses me off to no end. That it doesn't even matter. Bettman plays favorites. I guess I'm not going to sit here and say it's rigged, but that kind of suggests that I think it's rigged. But Bettman's definitely playing favorites. I hate it. I hate it very much. I wish it wasn't them, but it is. Whatever. So be it. And let's just go get a player at number 9 and a player at 17.
All right. Thanks again, everyone. On to the draft. We'll see y'all on our next episode of Hockeytown University. Good night, everyone.
I hate Batman.
End.